r/askreddit. What did your generation have that kids need more of today? With the weather, snow days. Yes, online classes are now a thing, but something about nostalgia and waking up finding out school is cancelled because of snow day. Go out sledding with friends, building snow forts and snowballs, and watching a movie with hot chocolate. I love technology for their educational pieces. I avoid my kids on YouTube, etc. They are aware of those people but not how you access it from their tablet. Coding, PBS games, reading, writing, math, STEM games. Kids today need time to just be kids. I believe study hall should exist after their main subjects. They can do homework, tutoring, extracurriculars after 12 until parents pick up or they ride home on a bus. It should be time of exploration, soft social skills through board games, etc. They are missing, and even daily living skills, cause the world is always on the go. They need access to actual food, vegetable gardens, rabbit pens, etc. Helping others. Time to just be kids, make mistakes, and get messy without it being filmed. We all fuck up, that doesn't mean it needs to be filmed and posted or shamed for it. They need time to build resilience, kindness, and just to be with their family and friends. Access to actual public transportation. I could go on and on. Privacy from the moment they're all born. Their pics, good, bad and embarrassing moments are put on socials. It's insane to me. I'd say freedom and independence. Freedom to get hurt, make a dumb decision, learn from it, problem solve on your own, make plans with your buddies. My childhood memories are like adventures. From sunrise to street lights, the world felt like it was ours. Just completely disconnected and unplugged from the world. Unstructured playtime outside with others that are a variety of ages. Not under the eyes of an adult. Less influence from people they do not know personally. Village grandparents. My parents would leave me with my grandparents for months during summer. We had a large yard with many old collapsing or collapsed buildings, a variety of animals roaming around, and a few gardens. I'd climb trees, buildings, play with the animals, go fishing in the small river near the house with a self-made fishing rod made out of a bottle, rope, and an old nail. I never caught anything. Best time of my life. Freedom to be silly, goofy, dumb, and cringe without it being broadcast to, or injected into us from, the internet, 24/7. They could use some alone time to be cringe and goofy together without being watched by the entire planet all the time. Freedom to explore, invent, and create. Today's kids are so scheduled with activities and online all of the time. Getting out in the world without an agenda would be helpful. I'm now seeing college graduates who have a hard time doing anything other than following explicit instructions from their boss. They don't problem solve. They don't innovate on their own. I can teach someone NumPy or the structure of loops or conditional statements. I can't fix an issue with someone not understanding why they would choose a certain solution or not being able to relate what they are doing to the software module's objectives. I see perfect leak code problems with no understanding of the problem they're solving, or even why they want to be an engineer. Or what to do if something varies slightly from what they memorized. AI will take over a lot of jobs if kids can't think non-linearly or relate information. ChatGPT already writes code akin to what I'm seeing from young engineers. It doesn't have the human reasoning about the problem and why you'd need to solve it a particular way, but it sure codes a variety of solutions quickly. A senior engineer can replace the junior engineers who don't think through the problem with AI. Free time and boredom. Affordable food and housing. The safety and security to be outside and play. When I was a child, there were no video games and cell phones. We had a TV that we watched at night only after dinner. We could be miles away from home, we lived in a rural area, and feel safe to wander around with our friends to explore and play. The neighborhood collectively watched out for every child. Unsupervised/less supervised playtime. That is a time when kids learn compromise, mediation, even self-soothing skills. I know parents have to watch their kids, but when they are settling arguments for them and butting into playtime, those skills don't develop. Bruises and trees to climb in. 2006 here. More time outside building secret bases in forests, having little gangs, climbing trees and building tree houses by yourself. This is actually my childhood. The ability to exercise each and every day by walking uphill to and from school through the snow. Being taught critical thinking. Accountability. Especially in schools. In my district they think it's unfair to the children and can hurt a child's self-esteem if they're held back in school. So, even if they never do a single assignment, flunk every class, and learn nothing, they advance to the next grade. Because of this I have 6th graders who don't know how to spell anything, don't know punctuation, have no idea what to do with commas, and have no clue that they need to capitalize the first letter of a sentence. They don't know how to write a paragraph. They are disrespectful to teachers and just don't care because it doesn't matter if they flunk. It is just sad. Stop using TikTok, it's really bad for your mental health and listening to stuff that's not true. Flashlight tag in the neighborhood. Social skills, the ability to go to the library and read a book there, being able to ask for help from strangers, and most of all the current generation has no ability to do things on their own unless they've been given instructions from someone else. They cannot learn. You see it all over Reddit. What's the best XY? How do you do XY? Our generation could learn through trial and error. Places to hang out outside. I'm young but I still wish there were more nature and bush to hang out in and not just suburban parks and busy roads. Hard question, since the reason kids are what they are today is because of their upbringing from my generation. But my answer would be more real life contact instead of social media contact. Go out, have fun and enjoy life. The ability to buy a house. Actually been allowed outside, so many parents keep kids inside now rather than allowing them to gain the confidence with the outside. I know the world is dangerous but it's no more dangerous than it was for us 90s kids and older, we are just more aware of the dangers. No internet influencers. The outdoors without electronics. We have nature trails that border where I work, and when I see people out enjoying the great outdoors, most of them have their faces buried in their phones. There is so much beauty in nature and being able to observe it can teach a person a lot. Longer attention spans. Even 15-second shorts have a wait for it at the start. The understanding that we are not special or even particularly important. It's actually liberating. Consequences for their actions. No internet, a lot of outdoors. Feeling safe at a school. Granted, we had bullies, and those bullies if driven enough can cause lifelong trauma. But most of us never thought we would be shot at school. Being bored. Today, it doesn't matter where you are, everyone, including children, adults, and seniors, sit down and automatically pull out their phones. We don't allow our minds to wander anymore, and that's a problem. No fear of being randomly killed while at school. Ability to do stupid stuff without worrying it will be recorded for the world to see. Playing outside in the neighborhood. I remember when I was a kid, everywhere you went kids were running around outside. Even going down the streets to friends' houses. I remember all the time as a young dude going around and just being a kid playing outside. They were great adventures. Today I don't see many kids doing that at all. TBH, it would almost be too sketchy to allow kids to do what we did even 20 years ago. Dirt. Fun in dirt, mud, and outside time. Fewer screens and more personal interaction. As a kid I don't know. Safer community playground.